Hey guys, just got a new toy in the mail. As many of you know, at least my hammock forum friends, I'm a bit of a stove nut, and as you can tell by some of my videos, mostly about stoves. Anyway, got a new toy in the mail. Contacted a friend of mine who I've purchased a trowel from, little small titanium shovel. Outstanding little shovel, does a myriad of tasks, not just digging cat holes, but all kinds of other things. And also picked up one of his saws. He has a little buck saw that he does, just outstanding saw. And so I couldn't help myself, and although many of you know I'm kind of an Emberlit fan, I figured I want to see what he does. If he's so good at these other things, I wanted to see his stove too. So I went ahead and ordered the package stove, the whole thing that he's got, just so I could try it all out. This is how it comes. Small Tyvek envelope. If you order the envelope, I don't think you have to go with the envelope. But anyway, inside I've got multiple components here that we can talk about. So. This isn't necessarily the setup that you have to go with. You can kind of put things together as you want, and I'll give you an example of that here in just a second. It's very bright out today, so I apologize if I'm blinding anybody with some of this stuff or if it's difficult to see, but I just wanted you to be able to take a look. So I'm going to put the stove together here. It's basically 4 panels, very similar to some of the other stoves out there, but these are very, very small and very light titanium. I was actually surprised at just how small it was. I thought it would be a little bit bigger, but it doesn't necessarily need to be, so that's a good thing. Slides together with these little grooves. I don't know if you can see those or not, but little slots that he's got on there, and just slides and locks in place. And let me grab this other one on here. Just like that. There are 2 bottoms that he offers. This is the standard bottom, I think, this mesh that he puts in with the stove, and then he offers another one that's a solid piece, a little more solid anyway, and just in case you're concerned about ash and things dropping through. I'm going to go ahead and assemble it with the mesh piece, and because the stove is so light, and because it's basically there's just a thin titanium to it, there's nothing to put it together, and it's pretty straightforward. The bended tabs support this bottom mesh, and if you have a smaller pot, for example a beer can, let's say, he's got these little tiny hooks, kind of hook wire type things that you can sit inside here, just like this. And that creates a nifty little stand for you for the pot. Now, one of the things that he does do on this, and this was something that I ordered again, I kind of said, hey, just give me all the bells and whistles on this. One of the options is a sliding door that allows you to do a side feed with wood, and you can do that with, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll correct myself here in the video if I'm wrong, but you can do that with just the this piece open, or you can do it with this door that allows you to go both ways, to open and close, depending on if you're going to do a side feed with it or not. So anyway, again, another option that he offers, and once it's down, it locks in place and you're good to go. There's also a windscreen, and he does this in a 2-piece or 1-piece option. I happen to go with the 2-piece because, as he states in his videos, if you've seen his videos, you can also use this as a kind of a base. If you're worried about ash and things burning, then you can use that underneath. With wood, obviously, the concern for a windscreen isn't as great, so you've got dual purpose there. The other, I guess the other reason for having this is in locking it together and creating a windscreen, which he's got this grooved so that you can slide them together, and there we go. The other reason you'd need this is if you went with some of his other options. This is one, and that little baby is the other one. This is a soda can converted with some grid material and some felt inside. Looks like fiberglass wicking material for alcohol. So you can use the stove not only as it's intended as a wood burner, but then with the addition of the ability to go to alcohol if you need to. The other one is this little tiny one here is SBIT. So if you wanted to go SBIT, you just pop that in there and off you go. And I'll show you how he does that as well for both of these options. He also provides a small pair of wires which sit nice and easily just like that. Alcohol stove sits right in the bottom that way, and then this is where the windscreen comes in, sits along the top, and there you have it. He asks that you provide information on your pot so that it will fit within the windscreen and have the windscreen not be too big or too small, what have you. So in my case, I was using, or going to use, an Evernew, the 1.3 liter pot, and what this does, I'm going to turn this around a little bit so you can see this a little bit better, and provides a spot for my handles. There's a pretty good tolerance around the pot with that windscreen, which allows for more heat capture and not losing as much heat. Take the alcohol out and pop the little SBIT piece in. Let me get a shot of that inside so you can see it. Right there. Sorry about the shadow. That's what that looks like.